You've definitely seen the NPC TikTok trend by now.
Gang, 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 gang.
Hey bear, so strong.
Yes, 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 yes.
It blew up almost a year ago in July 2023. And no matter who you are, what age you were, everyone somehow found out about this just because how weird it was.
She's a weirdo, fool.
Imagine trying to explain how someone can make thousands of dollars a day just by doing this. And yes, I said thousands of dollars per day.
Me when I see a beautiful bouquet.
Per day. The queen of NPC herself, Pinky Doll, said during an interview with the New York Times that at her peak, she made between $2,000 to $3,000 per stream, which is just absolutely wild.
And that's on God.
And obviously, not everybody was making this kind of money, but she was definitely the person you thought of when you mentioned the NPC trend, so she was definitely at the top. But all of this happened like a year ago. Why would I be talking about it now? Well, there aren't that many things that blow up at the level that the NPC trend did, so I was really curious to see if months, even a year from now, it'd still be a thing when everybody got bored of it. And the first way I wanted to look at how the NPC trend was going was to look at Pinky Doll herself. What's she been up to? How's she doing? And if she's still raking in the views, how? Because if all she did with all the attention was just live stream, 100% she'd fall off. Let's be honest.
Yes, you gotta feel like a cowgirl. Let me write it down.
Gets boring pretty quick, but to her credit, Pinky Doll does know this. She is about that money.
But I'm about that money, so I do sell drugs.
So she knew she constantly had to do something interesting, something new to get people to come back. The first thing she did outside of her lives that's worth talking about is coming out with a song.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Slay. Slay.
I definitely wouldn't call it good by any metrics, but I feel like that doesn't really matter because people still listen to it in the first place. And if anything, being bad kind of made people have to listen. The same way you can't take your eyes off of a dumpster fire, you just have to see it for yourself. On one hand, it could be It's Everyday Bro with the Disney Channel flow bad, but I feel like it just ended up being boring bad, which is kind of like the worst out of the two.
No way this song was merely 7 years ago skull emoji.
It's Everyday Bro with the Disney Channel flow.
When making a song, you kind of aim for iconic, aim for something to talk about. But I feel like Ice Cream So Good was just bad. It was a collaboration with Fashion Nova, and since then they seem to have like a partnership going. She did a couple TikToks for them, tagging them and everything. And I'd give her a point there. Fashion Nova does feel like a good fit for her. Her vibe is very like Fashion Nova. And her audience did seem to support her. Overall, the biggest win was managing to get a steady sponsor for a couple posts and making money outside of just live streaming. So what started off as just a collab to make a bad song did lead to lots of attention, views, and content. And lucky us, we were blessed with this beautiful work of art.
Ice cream so good. Slay.
And honestly, Beethoven's been really quiet since. A few months later, she did follow up with just another banger. And by banger, I mean after listening to it, I want to just bang my head against the wall because it was just so bad. It was even worse than the first somehow.
Yes, popcorn. Oh, yeah, yeah, yes, popcorn.
I thought the goal the second time around was to make a better song, right? So I don't see how you could leave a professional studio at the end of the day and be happy with that. Doesn't it cost good money to like rent one of these out? Actually, on second thought, I think I know what happened. All right, you ready to go? Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, it's just a thing she does. It really helps loosen up the vocalizers. God damn. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
And months later, on April 1st, she actually posted a sneak peek of another new song. And honestly, it actually does sound a lot better. It actually has lyrics now.
Fall in love with your boo. You know I'm in love with the blues. I get out, do. Get my bag full of blue.
She hasn't dropped the full song yet, so we have to see how people react to that. Another big thing for Pinky was when she presented at the Streamies, which is an award show for online creators. So I would say it's a pretty big thing. She was presenting the nominees for Streamer of the Year, so one of the bigger awards.
We are so happy to be here tonight.
Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good.
People were recognizing her. They were having a good time.
Gang, gang.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have time to like practice beforehand. I don't really know who Nola is. She's her co-presenter, I guess.
I think that means we should announce the nominees for Streamer of the Year.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
She just had the look on her face like, oh, you're just gonna keep going, I guess. And then when she actually presents the award, she goes on for way too long.
And the nominees is... Where's the envelope?
It turns out she was just supposed to stop talking and it was supposed to cut to the screen. And like I said, I don't think they practiced or anything, so I think that she thought they were gonna say the winner. And you could just hear under her breath, oh, where's the envelope?
Where's the envelope?
Kind of embarrassing, but she just didn't know. And it was really funny because she posted this on her YouTube channel and she cut it off so it doesn't make her look bad.
And the nominees is... Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good.
So this was an example of her getting her name out there, but at what cost? And her latest gimmick is pretending to eat disgusting amounts of food.
About to eat his famous boiled-egg noodles like a savage. Hey, yo, I'm about to eat this big pizza all by myself.
I think it's really interesting that it's never live streams when she eats this Scooby-Doo size food.
Like that was a lot less filling than I thought it would be.
Conveniently, it's only videos that are super edited with cuts between bites. So she's been accused of like not swallowing and actually eating the food, kind of just biting and like spitting it out and like wasting the food. And these videos get tons of views just because I think the shock value of just eating a big old burger in your car. But realistically, no person could eat this amount of food. You're not Matt Stoney.
This is a lot. This is, I mean, no, it's actually not that much.
She claims that she eats all this food, and the comments just pump up engagement. You know, the people who say, oh no, there's no way you're eating this, like you're just faking this, you're just wasting food. So it just leads to more views for her in the end. She did do a live stream where she was supposed to prove that she wasn't faking it.
A lot of people be like, oh, Pinky, you don't really eat all that, you faking. So let's see about faking today.
And then she just eats a normal size meal. All right, it's normaler size. It's still kind of a lot of food. If it was a Korean barbecue scenario, I'd definitely be able to finish it. But it's still a lot less food than what she claims to eat in her TikToks. So Pinky Doll over here has me throat analyzing her. I'm over here the food police. And she kind of learned that being controversial leads to getting views. So during one of these mukbang live streams, she pretends to faint. Obviously for the controversy, obviously for like the headline. I like how at the end of the video, the camera just falls over and ends the live. She posted, she said, the day I passed out on live eating giant pancakes. First of all, those are waffles. All the comments were super negative, accusing her of faking it. I don't care how hard life gets, I'm never gonna fake passing out. As a nurse, this was the most organized, structured faint I've ever saw. Bim Booty says, girl, get up. Made with Honey says, don't piss me off. As a person that has anemia and has actually passed out before, this wasn't it. Sorry, but it looks fake. And even if it was a real faint, what are you doing pinning it to your profile?
POV the day I shit myself on live.
Welcome back to my live stream. You know what they say, double the stakes, double the glizzies. When the NPC trend initially started to gain momentum, everybody was hopping on because they started to hear all the money you could make. But what do you do when you're late to the party, but you still want to try your hand at NPC live streaming? Well, you got to innovate. You got to be on the cutting edge. And that's exactly what this is. I first found out about the Glizzy NPC, aka the Glizzbot, against my will on Twitter.
Skimming through TikTok live. Then I found this.
Entering Glizzy Overdrive.
I was so mesmerized by his art that I automatically knew that I had to talk about him in this video. And I actually didn't even know his name was Jason until I started to research for the video. I just thought his name was like Glizzbot. You know, first, last, Glizzbot. I haven't said in any of these videos, but my name is Jason. Hi. And imagine I was just so mesmerized that I couldn't recognize a fellow Jason. I was just hypnotized by his...
Entering frat house mode. Lubricating. We're out of lubrication!
Maybe you feel the same way if you have a commonish name like me, but every time I hear or learn about a new guy named Jason, I automatically think to myself, is it good their name is Jason, or is it bad? Are they making us Jasons look good, or are they tarnishing our reputation? Just because when I meet someone for the first time, it's more likely than not that they've already met a guy named Jason before. So I just hope that the last Jason made a good impression, you know what I mean? Anyway, the point is, Jason Reborn passes the vibe check completely. He passes with flying colors. You kind of just have to give it to him. He's dedicated to the bit. He did make a cameo that we could take a look at, but I think where he failed was not getting the people into his live streams to go to his cameo. He has since deleted it, but I did want to mention all the reviews were really positive, and he did make sure that everybody who did order one felt like they got their money's worth.
Nico, you get 0 bitches! It's time for you to ask out your gym crush! To know how to please a woman, you must first know how to please a man. So Nico, I hope you're lubed up.
He even whipped out the double barrel mode, which I would say is going above and beyond. Come on. But all good things have to come to an end, and he has since retired. I know, RIP, gone too soon. I think at some point just the numbers weren't there, so he stopped going live. But still, I'd like to think that he left his mark on the NPC trend, and he overall lifted it up. And in the same vein was this TikToker I came across.
Barnabas, thank you for that turkey leg, bro. I appreciate it. Lady Eleanor, how was today's skirmish? It was good. It was good. Cedric of Canterbury, when are we getting out pheasant hunting again? Let me heal up from the skirmish first, man. Come on.
He's made a couple skits of what a TikTok live would be during medieval times. And yeah, he isn't technically live streaming or even basing it off of NPC lives. So yeah, he isn't part of the NPC trend, but there's still some references he makes to the trend.
All knights, no dames at this function.
The fair maidens are scarce at this feast. Have patience, Barnabas.
Come on. Oh, look at Gerald the Herald sent us a scroll.
Oh, Gerald the Herald, thank you. Papyrus scroll. Papyrus scroll.
I can't read, actually, so I'm gonna need you to...
Plus, I just thought it was really funny and wanted to show you guys. And I do think this existing at all adds to the trend because it pushes people to try something new, try something different.
Fergus dropped a diss melody?
My field is big, your field is small. Send your knights, I'll smoke them all.
He came at your field sides? Dang, this is a good one.
I'll come at court, that little serf. His crops are small and have no girth. If you want smoke, tell all your vassals that I'm right here outside your castle.
We're gonna have to get into the cauldron and cook something up.
This is just so much work. Like, he literally had to type every one of these. This one was posted 3 days ago. He's so good.
Fergus, we went to your kingdom and nobody knows who you are.
Your maiden's in my field.
Oh my heavens, what's she doing in there?
She can't believe our yield.
You just gotta respect the amount of effort he puts into the videos. Because of the internet, I feel like we're used to just weird, dumb shit happening. And most of the time, we don't even bat an eye. Oh, aliens are real? I figured that happened sooner or later. They're storming Area 51 again. Your unemployed friend on a Tuesday afternoon be like, so I guess I'm just grateful to be born at the perfect time to exist at the same time as this.
Enabling death grip mode.
And that's the crazy thing about the internet. People are always going to be funny and creative and find ways to entertain. And you could be paid to be a professional glizzy gobbler. Honestly, that's the American dream. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you made it all the way here, what are you doing? Subscribe already. This is actually one of my first few videos. And if you liked it, I'd say to check out one of the other two I'm dropping at the same time. I really appreciate you guys watching. But besides that, I'll talk to you guys later.